Hey guys, Jim from Measure Square here. In this Android video, we are going to cover free draw using our Disto and manual inputs. This will also work with certain Bosch models listed on our website. Our first step is to connect our distance meter. Tap on Tools, tap on Distance Meter. Software will scan, and you'll see your Disto pop up. And a pro tip, the 521-46694 is a serial number. If you happen to have more than one Disto turned on in the area, you may see multiple ones. That number is listed under the batteries. So mark the back of your Disto with a sticker and the last four numbers for easy identification. Tap on the Disto. It will connect. You'll hear a little sound, and we're good to go. Tap on Tools again, go to free draw mode. And now we will cover some really great functions to get your measurement done as quickly as possible. So we also have that distance meter at the bottom here to connect if we needed to, but we're already connected, so we're good to go. To begin, we're going to pick our starting point on the screen using our finger and let go. We'll see a little purple dot. Our first step is just to drag our finger in the direction of the wall and let go again. Now I'm just going to shoot my laser by pressing the measurement button. And we'll see those dimensions change on the screen. I can always pinch the zoom to get a little bit better view. I can drag my finger in the next direction once I walk to that corner in the room, shoot my next measurement, and we'll see that change to 13.2 on the screen. If this is just a basic shape as a rectangle or square, just tap close. We'll have the pop-up box to show our room label. I can always just turn this off and hit done as well. Now we have our basic shape. I only had to draw two walls of this room very quickly. Now if we need to add a door while we're drawing, we'll start our same motion again. Drag in the correct direction. I'll shoot my measurement. Now if I need to add a door right here, I can literally just tap door. It will drop in a 3-foot common swing door. This is pulling from my system settings that you can always change yourself. And now since we have our distance meter connected, I can put this in between the two door jambs. I'll make this a little bit exaggerated so we can see it change. And shoot the measurement of that door on the fly, and then drag out our next wall and continue drawing. Close out the shape, and we're good to go. Now we can also tap on Hidden to hide the rooms that we've already drawn if we need to clean up our view. Now if we're back in that free draw mode and we're drawing some rooms, I can usually just move my finger around. If you get to a very small column that you might not be able to measure easily with the distance meter, it might be too small for the meter to even pick up. Say we just pop this out a little bit. I can always tap on the keypad and then it'll bring up manual inputs. So this will work just like the distance meter. So I can maybe tap 2 inches, hit apply, and I can just continue on drawing. And if I do mess up, I can always tap the undo arrows towards the top right. Now if we ever have an angled wall in a room, we can always leave that to our last wall, and when we hit close, it will automatically do that angle for us. It's the quickest and easiest way to tackle those angles walls. Just leave it to your very last wall that needs to be measured. And we can see we easily have that taken care of. Now you'll notice towards the left we have a switch icon. That basically just can switch our starting point. So if I start to measure around here, and I realize I need to go back to the other starting point from where I actually began to get a better measurement, I can tap switch, and we'll see the purple dot jump over there. And I can continue on measuring again. Now as you notice, as we have been drawing, our corners are very clean. We have a 45, 90 degree snap-on that you can see highlighted at the bottom to make those turns very easily. Now, if we ever have to do an angled wall that is not a 45 or 90 degree shape and we cannot leave it to our last wall to be drawn, we can utilize triangulation. I will start by drawing a few walls. Now if we get to this point, our next wall after the 12-foot 7-inch is our angled wall. Our first step is to easily draw out that wall in the general direction. I will shoot my actual measurement here. So we have a 6-foot 6-inch wall, but the angle is off. So I will tap triangulation, and we're just going to shoot an extra distance as a reference to change the angle for us, and the app will do the rest. I can easily tap these other gray dots to change my reference angle to where I'm actually going to be shooting in the room. So I will shoot my distance right now, and we'll see how that angle will easily change for us. That simple. And I can continue drawing to close out my shape. Now our last example, as I move over here, is we have a subtract button that we can use to subtract a distance from a wall if we can't get an easy measurement from it. So I will start out my drawing like so. Now if we have a measurement or a wall that will end up looking like this, that's pretty hard to shoot sometimes. We don't have an exact endpoint that we can shoot to for the 13-foot wall. We can technically use a post-it note, which is just fine, but if we don't have that, we can easily just back up a bit. And I'm going to start at the 11-foot wall. I'm going to overshoot to the nearest point that I can hit as a clear straight line shot. And now let's say I actually need to subtract some distance from that 17-foot too. I'll walk to the end of the actual wall, and now I'm going to shoot to the exact same point I shot to, but I'm going to tap subtract first, shoot that shorter distance, and now we'll see how we'll drop that to a 12-foot 8-inch wall. I can continue on measuring and close out my shape. And again, whenever we have one last wall, we can always just hit close at the bottom right to be done. Thank you for watching. Please subscribe to our YouTube channel, and happy measuring.